Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. I have my culture discard here. I'll show you what I'm doing. This clings to meat so nicely. And then because it's enzymes, it actually helps break down, the meat to cook. I am going to use Cajun. Let me put this up and I'll be right back. Alright, I have my culture here. I have Cajun herbs here, which are spicy. I'm going to do the chicken thighs in it. Oh yeah, there's hot peppers in here too, so this has got a bite to it. Let me add some salt. I literally have to make more of this. I am just down to the last bits. And I want to make cookies today, this afternoon. Both my sons will be gone, and I will get in the kitchen and make some cookies today. I have the cream cheese and butter melting right now. Now this is what I'm going to coat my meat with. And I think I'm going to need a bigger bowl for that. I don't have any room to toss in that. So I just made a dish for myself. So I'll scrape this in here. Somebody called me a chef just the other day. I told him I did not go to culinary school. He said, well, I did, and I'm talking with you, and believe you me, you're a chef. I said, that's a title for people who go to culinary school. He said, no, not the way you cook. You're bringing a whole new way of cooking. I said, well, thank you for the nice compliment. So I'm going to coat this thoroughly, make sure they're all coated. So this is going to be spicy. Then we have the 4 cheese pasta that we're going to have with this. And then we're going to have a salad. And that means I'll be explaining to you the difference, what a dressing and a vinaigrette is. Because, when they say a certain word, it means a certain thing. Somebody had asked me, and I made it very simple for them because I wasn't up to doing a long explanation on it. But I figured today I would show you the difference. Sometimes I'm so busy, I just don't have time to explain it in detail, Get a rack out and get my used flour out. Oh, come on. Dang, it's getting tired there. Oh my goodness. See, when you only think of one one starch per meal, it goes faster, but a lot of people put more than one starch. Just like if you go and have a hamburger at a restaurant. Let's just think about the sugar. Number one, you're going to have a soda with it, right? They're going to serve fries with it. There's more sugar. They're going to put it on a bun, which is more sugar. You see, you've got 3 sugars, but you only get 1 protein. It should be 1 starch. You don't think about that. You're thinking about the almighty dollar. I keep on telling you about that. Let's see. Should I? Well, I got a plate in the bedroom right now. I got a plant on it. We're gonna have to sift this. I'm sorry, this is not gonna go. Sometimes you get particles that are too big in your leftover flour, and you have to sift. See what I mean? And it's so cold, I can't break ground, so I'm going to be having to throw my compost into my organic trash can. I need more flour. You know what I'd like to have with this? Cranberry sauce. I might pull a jar out of cranberry sauce just so we could have some. I'm going to use whole wheat flour with this, with the white that I have left. Well, you know I'm prone to it. I'm going to do it anyway. But at least, like I say, my whole meal is nutritious. I'm going to need a bigger plate. This is not going to work. I'm trying to get around from doing something, but it's not going to work. Sometimes I do push. It was nice to talk with somebody who was a chef, and we were just talking about dishes, and he sat there and said, "You are a chef. You are taking ideas and making the food more nutritious," and that is beautiful. He was very happy with that. He said, "You cook Italian food?" I said, "No, I cook just about everything." My husband was very international with his friends, and when I met them, they taught me. And so I take all these different ways, and I make it, combine it, throw it around, whip it up, and come out with a new dish. You see how big these things are? They are huge. But I finally got the liver to make that dish I wanted to make. I didn't think I was ever going to get that one either. See how colorful they are? Well, these seasonings are going to stick. That's why I put it into the discard. Discard is very, very tacky, so it will sit there and hold those seasonings in. And I will flour them a second time. Like, he asked me a question. He said, "What's the most important thing? The beans or the liquid in canned beans?" And I said, "I don't use them. I don't know." And then my girlfriend answered the question, because she uses cans. I don't. So I said, I don't. He said, "You mean you actually clean it and then soak it?" And I said, "Yes. Just like sourdough bread, it takes time to make." He said, "Well, I couldn't run a restaurant like that because I couldn't afford to pay them all for the work they do." And I told him my husband wanted to open a restaurant for me for just 15 people, and we have it off the house, off my kitchen. They come by a certain time, just tell me how many's in the party and give them a flat rate for everybody. Even if there's children, you're going to pay the same amount and get the same amount of food. And but the stuff the city puts you through to open a restaurant is more than I could want to deal with. But he shared his recipe with me, which I can never give you, but I promise. When somebody, a chef, gives me a recipe and they don't give me permission to let it go, I can't let it go. Because that would be wrong. But I have to tell you, it was good. restaurant name. I don't even know the name of the restaurant. My girlfriend took me there. I didn't know. Let me get my pan out. I'll be back. The easiest way to dry this is stick it in the oven for about an hour with the oven on low, or if you just pull something out and the oven's hot, wash it and stick it in the oven. It dries it beautifully. Okay, in a frying pan, I added some all blend oil, and I am going to add some butter and fry them up together. I think I'm going to add, let's see, about 2.5 tablespoons with the oil that I added. I am going to have to turn you here and sort of have you long distance right now. So let's see if I can do this in such a manner as to give you some room. Let's see if I can get you under here and move you about here where you can see. I'll get you there. Just give me time. Oh yeah, I made a mess here. Well, that's okay. Haha, I knew you were running out of water. Yeah, I'm cooking the bones down right now. Where are my bones? Down at the bottom? Oh yeah, they're cooking. I don't think they're soft enough yet. Just about. I am hoping to make shrimp curry. And we'll learn some terminologies while we're at it. This one's a thick one. I tried to look for the skin and the bones so I could save some pennies. And the woman said, this is the biggest, and you're going to get more out of this than the other. So I didn't have to do that with my chicken. So we're going to let this cook and enjoy it later. Oh, they do smell good. I knew that Creole would smell good with the chicken, with the butter and oil together. Always. The French and Louisiana flavoring, and a lot of French settled there with the Indians, so this would pretty much go in that line. So we'll cook them. You have something smelling this good, believe me, you're going to enjoy it. See how pretty that is? Now I'm going to continue cooking these like this. I don't think you need to hear me prattle while I'm doing this. I'm going to continue doing this and cooking these, and I'll show you when they're done. Okay, I have the last two pieces are almost done, but here it is. That's how I did the chicken. Doesn't you see how the discard plays and how it holds the spices on? Much nicer than eggs or milk or buttermilk. Take care. Bye-bye.